All right, I'm going to have a go at the Guardian's Cryptic Crossword for Wednesday, May 14th, set today by Philistine. But first, let's have our cryptic clue of the day. Procure some paper for the listener. 7 letters, and I gave you 2 of them. Procure some paper for the listener. All right, let's see what Philistine, has. Oh, before we begin, shout out to regular viewer Bongo. You were the Wordle word today, so congrats on that. I only got it in 4, I'm afraid. Anyway, ooh, a very long one here from Philistine. Wow. By itself, the Yankee Territory introduction of cruel capital punishment means nothing will be the same. Good Lord. By itself, I think of per se. Funny how often you see people misspelling that in emails or online. The Yankee Territory introduction. Oh, yeah, I don't know if the introduction is going to be of territory, a T, or cruel could be C. And then capital punishment. I think it's going to be a phrase, maybe a famous quotation that means nothing will be the same. I'm just thinking of the 2 Ronnies, and they used to have that cereal. Was it Charlie Farley and Piggy Malone? And every episode, one thing was for certain: nobody would get much sleep that night. I don't know why that came into my head, but um, so, yeah. Then what's the 1-8 at the end? I'm thinking it may be some old-fashioned like a change. Oh, the times they are a changing. That's it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that was a good intuition on that hyphen. I mean, it could have been something like e-commerce or whatever, but the times. Oh, I wonder if there's going to be a Bob Dylan theme. Is it changing or change? I suppose it's changing. Okay, so how's the word play working? Oh, hanging is the capital punishment, and it is the introduction of cruel before it. Oh, the Yankee, I think, is. Oh, this is very clever. But the Yankee is the Y, and territory is area. But by itself, or by 5 times something, I think, by is times. Oh no, it's the is by itself, so it's the times the. That's very clever, very fiendish. Well, that is a nice one to get. Yeah, I think the 1 dash gave that one away. Anyway, quiet type of music starts off nicely, ending loud with explosive bit. Could it be a quiet type? Introvert or something, or is it an explosive bit? Maybe it is a quiet type of music, I don't know what that would be, a Passacaglia or something. All right, how about index? Heard in action under the table. Well, heard sounds like a homophone, so maybe a sound alike for a word for index, and it's going to mean what is action under the table? Yeah, I was gonna make a joke about footsie, but that's exactly what it is. And that index is the Financial Times Stock Exchange Index, or whatever that stands for. All right. Crash Philistine's agreement. Oh, well, Philistine referring to himself. So I think Philistine would be I am. An agreement in 4 letters. Oh, could be a pact. And together you get impact. In a previous company, we had a vice president who hated people using the verb impact, as in this is going to impact our sales or whatever. She said the only things that can be impacted are teeth. So I'm not sure she was right though. Anyway, American starts to eat disgusting cold and raw banger. I think it might be a banger as in a used car. Yeah, so American is US. Excuse me. And then we have the starting letters to the remaining words. And that all spells out used car. All right, let's maybe go back to the crosses and see if the letters we have are helpful. Extremely ostentatious, about unpleasant smells. Well, when you see a word like extremely, you should think of the outer letters of ostentatious, and they're going to go about or around a word for unpleasant. Well, somebody unpleasant might be dour or dour, and so you get odors. Finally, given by a cruel father, clothing identity. Well, I'm thinking name and address, but I'm not exactly sure how that's going to work. Finally given. Now that might just be the N. A is A, cruel is mean, father is dad, and clothing is dress. All right. Well, let's try these downs. Musician not on in London with baby shambles. Oh, yeah, I've heard of baby shambles. Did they come out of the Libertines, maybe? I'm not a fan of either of those. Anyway, musician. Not on, could be off. I think it might be, oh, I wonder, yeah, I did think that we may have that theme today. So could it be Bob Dylan? Not on in London with baby shambles. Oh, yeah, I think the baby shambles is a lift and separate. You have to shamble or autograph or make a shambles of baby. And baby with LON, I think. What am I missing then? A D? Oh, maybe it's... Oh, yeah, sorry, you remove the on from London to just leave LOND. That's 4 letters with baby, another 4 gives us our 8. All right. Setter are solvers, terribly sultry. So setter might be saying me or I, and then solver would be you. Terribly might be telling us then to anagram. I wonder if it could be IR solvers that we're going to anagram to get 10 letters, and it's going to mean sultry. Now, I do have to admit, I don't object to Bob Dylan, but I think the only record of his I have is his Christmas record, which I love playing every Christmas, but for some reason I just never got into him. I do also have Brian Ferry. He's done a lot of Dylan covers in his time, and then he did one album just of Dylan covers that I enjoy as well. So I think I like Dylan songs so long as he's not the one singing them. All right, let's move on from the sultry. As if by magic, northern cities not north. Oh, Presto comes to mind. The northern city is Preston without the N for north. Okay. Come up with component for main ventilator. To come up with, and it's a component, it's hidden within main ventilator, would be invent. Not too tricky. Answer, sailor for this way of washing. Sailor could be AB. Could it be a word meaning answer beginning ABL? Our word for answer could be A. And then a sailor. A way of washing. Well, there is ablution. My father would always say he was performing his morning ablutions. Sailor. Yeah, I think answer is simply the A. Now, there is Bluto in the Popeye cartoons. Does that come into it? Yeah, maybe ablution is wrong. We'll find out. Oh, well, my idea of that being IR solvers being anagrammed wouldn't work. What is sultry? No, I don't get that. Trained spy team won't take a step into the void. Oh, well, I'm thinking void, I think of empty, which would fit empty. Oh, yeah, and I think we're going to train or anagram spy team, but without the A, maybe? Yeah, I think that gives us empty plus we're going to have an S left over. An S. And then then I think a word for step. Oh, which could be a pace, and that would give us empty space for a void. Inspector could turn very sour. Inspector is 9 letters. Oh, very sour. Could it be an anagram of very sour? That means inspector. I'm thinking of something like an observatory, but it's obviously not that. Where is the Y going to go? No, I don't see that one. Let's do another couple of downs. Actually, I think I might finish the downs today. Break all the rules. Films regularly inspired by Shakespearean element. Well, regularly suggests every other letter, and then inspired by suggests we're putting something for Shakespearean inside, and then the whole thing will be an element, I presume a chemical element. What would Shakespearean be? Will? No. X interrupting frilly, period of inactivity. Oh, X might be 10. I'm wondering if we put 10 inside a word. Oh, frilly could be lacy. And then I wouldn't think of latency as being inactivity, more like the delay before something happens, but maybe it originally meant inactivity. That content is covered by this arrangement for instruments. Oh, I think this arrangement is going to be an anagram of this. And then I think that content might just be the H and the A. And so I think the instruments are going to be cymbals, hi-hats. All right. Rest shows up in discrepant accounting. Who shows up in might be a hidden clue with reversal. And sure enough, starting with the first C in accounting and working backwards, we have a catnap. Simple rap as temperature, previously went up. Went up sounds like a reversal again. Temperature previously, is like that an old word for temperature? And is it a simple rap? Oh, thinking of a toga. Oh, a go is previously and temperature is T. So nice simple one there at the end. All right, let's finish the crosses. Last year's pilot to start in rapid part of air show. I can only think it's a part of an air show. What do they have, like a flyover? Or maybe it's not the air show that we're supposed to think of. Maybe it's some other kind of air show. No. Parochial, urinals in a mess, or urinals if you prefer. Well, urinals has 7 letters, so in a mess. I think we're going to anagram that. Oh, insular would be parochial. Beast, stripped car, held by church. I think church is going to be CE or CH, and that's going to hold probably a make of car that has its outer letters removed, and it's going to be a beast of some kind. I can't think of one. All right, now or Christmas. Okay, the present time would be a description of both. I like that. Plaster almost stuck firm. Yeah, I don't get that at all. Stucco, maybe? Could be plaster. Oh, yeah, and it's actually very straightforward wordplay. Almost the word stuck minus the K, and then a firm can be a company, CO. All right, this is our inspector. That could be an anagram of very sour. So let's put in very sour and See if anything jumps out. Oh, a surveyor, of course. Good Lord. Should have spotted that one without the anagram helper. Alright, but I definitely did a lot better on my first pass than the last 2 days, so thanks to Philistine for that. This could be the element, not aluminium, adamantine. No, I don't see it. Anyway, films. Whoa, what would films be? Beginning with A, regularly inspired by Shakespearean. No, don't see it. And that was last year's pilot. Oh, I think Fly Past, maybe. Oh, Rapid, I think, is fast. Last year's pilot, I think, is just to start, just like we had some starters, meaning the starting, starts to eat disgusting, cold, and raw. Here we have the starting letters of last year's pilot inside of fast. Oh, what is this? Quiet type of music. Starts off nicely, ending loud with explosive bit. Oh, I think this is a word that gave me a lot of trouble before, and Mike gave me grief for not knowing it was slang for coins. Good-naturedly, of course. And that is shrapnel. So a bit of an explosive, you might be hit by shrapnel. Oh, quiet is SH, hush. Type of music is rap. And again, the starts off, the letters nicely ending loud, gives us the NEL. I like it. Alright, setter or solvers. Yeah, I'm still not sure of that ablution. But, oh, did we have any other Dylan references? I don't think so. But again, I'm not that familiar with his work. Alright, so what could this be? Terribly, ooh. Oh, I think setter is the definition. I just thought of I think I was thinking of yours as the first word, and then yours truly came to mind. So, yeah, and I was also thinking maybe terribly sultry is an anagram of sultry. Sure enough. Yeah, and so solver is you, I think. Oh no, your solvers is your. Then we have the anagram of sultry, okay? Oh, the beast, I'm thinking must be a coyote. Ah, it's a Toyota. I nearly said Toyota. Toyota is stripped and goes inside the Church of England. All right. This is great. This is like a cryptic time for me. This one is going to hold me up. I think I may have to look up the periodic table. But I should be able to. Films regularly inspired by Shakespearean element. I mean, it sounds very natural. Act, art, apt, asked. I still don't know what the films are, though. If that's going to go around the outside or every other. I mean, if we do have every other letter, which regularly inspired would suggest. No, I think I'm going to go to the periodic table. All right, I found a very nice alphabetical list of the elements and antimony. And so I was reading it completely wrong. Films regularly, I should have realized, were the regular even letters I and M. And they are inspired by a Shakespearean, I suppose, a Shakespearean character, Antony. And that gives us antimony. All right, that's very straightforward today. I'm definitely not complaining. All right, let's check all. Looks like everything is right. Even ablution, I think. I didn't write it down, but I think that might be the only one I didn't fully understand. All right, did we have any other theme other than the two Dylans? Don't think so. Let's head over to 15 squared. All right, the blog is by Lunapic. Yeah, and thinks as far as the theme is Dylan and the times they are changing. Gentle chestnut, the present time. Oh, start used twice. I think it was used 3 times. And cruel appeared twice. But it was fun, yes. Yeah. Oh, solution, of course, is an answer. Yeah, I was hung up on it being the A, but no solution. And then our able-bodied, instead of so being this way, sailor for this way, that's very tricky. I think I followed everything else. I think it was just remarkably straightforward. Surprised to find there's a band called Baby Shambles. Oh my goodness. Very enjoyable. Oh, someone does point out pedantically it's a change-in. Yeah, I did wonder about that. Rest fell quickly. Gentler solve. Last few Philistines have been great. Most enjoyable. Yeah, so I think most people found it fairly straightforward. Lots of fun in today's. Yeah, I would agree. All right, well, nothing much to add. Thanks as always for watching and have a great day.